how are you? My name is Crystal Gray. I'm going to be showing you today how to do Tadasana or standing mountain pose. So for this pose, what you want to do is bring the tips of the toes together, the tips of the big toes together to touch. The heels can be together or they can be up to an inch apart, okay, just depending on the shape of your feet. If you feel really unstable like this, you can bring your feet up to maybe 2 inches apart, but if possible, keep the big toes touching. We want the big toes touching and the feet together so that we can start to draw the energy up from the earth. So whenever your feet are like this, it's making a dome shape, and that's the first pump, they call it, to start drawing the energy up. Okay, so not only are you grounding down through all four corners of the feet into the ground, but then you're drawing the energy up through the center of the body. The next pump would be in the quads. So you want to make sure that you're not locking the knees back, okay? You just want to have a very gentle bend in the knees if you hyperextend. So I hyperextend, as you notice, my legs kind of arc back. So then I'm just going to bend the knees so that my quads engage, and you don't actually want the knees to look bent. So if they look bent, you've gone a little bit too far, okay? Then that's the second pump, drawing the energy up. And then with the hips and the pelvis, you want to make sure that the booty's not sticking out. You want to make sure that the tailbone's not tucking under. So you want to try to find neutral with the pelvis. How do you do that? Well, you can bring your fingers on the front hip bones and then your thumbs on the back hip bones, the ASIS and the PSIS. And if you come forward, the front fingers would be lower than the back thumbs. And then come neutral, they'd be even. And if you tilt back, then the fingers would be higher than the thumbs. So ideally, you want the thumbs and the fingers to be even, okay? So the front hip bones even to the back hip bones. So start to also then draw up the muscles at the very base of the torso, at the very base of the body here, the perineum. That's the next pump, starting to draw the energy up, okay? And then the lower belly can be gently in and up. And then the next thing here that mirrors that arch of the feet, the arch of the feet is like that, okay? And then also in the perineum or the pelvic floor, also in the diaphragm. Okay, so make sure that you're lifting your entire rib cage up away from the pelvis. So not just the chest, because that'll create a back bend, but lift the back ribs as well. Relax the shoulders away from the ear and reach the back of the crown of the head up towards the sky, arms by your sides. You can have your fingers together either touching the body or a couple inches from the body, but we don't need to be having the hands rolled open here, okay? So they can be like this. This is called mountain pose or Tadasana. So here you can just find a gazing point or your drishti, either a couple of feet in front of the body, maybe 5 feet in front of the body, or I like to look out at the horizon. Draw the lower belly gently in and up, bringing the breath all the way up and letting the ribs and chest expand in every direction. And then as you exhale, keep that lift and that length, but let the outer body soften. On your inhale, lengthen the spine. And on your exhale, outer body soften. So letting the muscles relax without letting the spine roll down. Pushing into all four corners of the feet, gently drawing the quads up. Neutral pelvis, lower belly in and up, lifting the entire rib cage away from the pelvis, creating length in the spine, shoulders relaxed, reaching the back of the head, crown of the head up towards the sky so that this chin is parallel to the ground. Okay, so I hope that this helped to explain Tadasana, our standing mountain pose. Good luck. Namaste.